This video that you're seeing was made entirely by my AI agent. The thumbnail, my talking points, the editing, the shorts, every single thing was completely automated. And I'm going to show you exactly how and how it's saving me an immense amount of time. And at the end, I'm going to build you one completely for free, a custom AI agent to solve your biggest bottleneck. And I'll leave a link for that down in the description. But before we jump in, my name is Meir. I'm the founder of RevGen AI, and we run our whole entire company through Claude Code, and AI agents do every single thing for us. And so making a YouTube video used to take me about 3 hours at the very least. It would take me probably like an hour to think of the idea and until I decided what actually I wanted to record. The thumbnail would take another 30 minutes just trying to figure out how to piece it together in Canva. And then writing my script would be another 30 minutes. And recording would take, the same amount of time that it's taking currently, but then editing and creating shorts would take 2 to 3 hours per video. And so really I couldn't sustain it because it was taking so much time, and it would take anywhere between 3 and 5 hours for one single video. And so let me show you exactly what happened today. This video went through the exact same system that I'm about to show you and walk you through. And everything that you're about to see is real from today's session. So I opened Claude Code and I said, let's make a video. It scored all of my 45 ideas that I currently have in my idea bank by current trends and what's relevant in my niche. And it came back to me with 3 recommendations, but honestly, I didn't really like any of them. And so I told it to focus on AI agents and time savings, which has been topics that I've been seeing have been performing really well. And that's when it pivoted and it came back with this exact idea of how we've actually been using this AI system to save us from 3 hours. Now it's taking me around like 5 minutes to record and distribute a video. And so what it did was, here's like basically the process that we went through. So what it did was it generated the actual thumbnail. So what I did is asked it to create 4 different concepts, and from that it created some concepts that I honestly didn't like. So I told it, okay, take it a little bit of a different direction. It pulled from photos that it has stored of me. And what it did was it actually did way deeper research of what is actually working in my niche. And it came back with real data of what's performing for top creators. And it came back, okay, like the thumbnail needs to have a dark background, it needs to have a confident face, a bold number. And so that's what it actually created. And I said, okay, choose this picture and then go with it. And basically it created, a couple of more versions of the thumbnail, and I just picked this one. And so the one that you're seeing was actually created by AI, and that the whole entire process that I'm just saying, took 3 minutes. I didn't have to do anything in Canva, no Photoshop. It was all automated. And so then I said, well, I'm ready to record, create my bullet point script. And basically what it did was pulled exactly how we've been scripting our videos. It has the whole entire skill and the system memorized, and it just created the full script for me based off of how we present our videos. And it already knew the idea, the thumbnail, the hook, everything was already created for me. And that's where we are right now, is like actually in the recording. And so this part hasn't changed. Like I still need to show up and talk, but I don't need to take nearly as much time, so it's a lot easier to go from wanting to create a video to just jumping in and creating a video. And the post-production is the part where it actually gets really fun. But lastly, the coolest part of this automation is how much time it saved me in post-production. What used to take me 2 to 3 hours across editing, the long form and the shorts, distributing, and then also creating captions for social media is now completely automated. So when I'm done recording, all I do is I drop the link to the recording into Claude Code. It downloads it, starts editing, trimming the dead air and making cuts, cleans up the audio, and then builds all the animated visuals that you're seeing right now, synced completely to my words. And so it doesn't just do that, it also creates 3 to 4 vertical shorts with captions of the same concept. And everything is also automated. It distributes it all. It uploads it to YouTube for me. It creates my LinkedIn post caption. It creates my YouTube description. Every single thing is just automated. And basically what used to take me an hour across ideation is now happening in 2 minutes. The thumbnail that used to take me 30 minutes is now taking me another 2 or 3 minutes. The script is literally happening automatically. The recording obviously stays the same, but then the editing is saving me at least 2 to 3 hours down to completely zero. Once I approve it, it just gets sent out exactly according to our process. And so from 3 to 5 hours, now it's down to just a couple of minutes. And so this has saved me roughly, 80 hours at this point, just in the last weeks. And it's absolutely insane. It's allowed me to let out a much higher volume of videos and maintain a consistent quality that continues to improve. But here's the thing that a lot of people won't tell you about AI agents is that honestly, it didn't really work the first time. And even today, there's still some times where it still breaks. And so you saw it in this video, like the first a couple of thumbnails weren't that great. I need to continue to give inputs, but what happens is that when you start using agentic AI, you can actually have it retain processes, right? And remember what actually worked so that next time you don't actually have to memorize your process. Your AI agent already knows what worked last time. And so little by little, as you make improvements, the process becomes smoother. And so the only investment of time that I have to do now is really when I want to make a major improvement, when I want to do deep research on how to actually figure out how to make these videos even better. And so really what's come down is the speed of execution with AI is getting faster and faster. But what's becoming more and more important is actually having the distinction of what actually is good and having good taste. And so this is what I've been seeing has been a huge paradigm shift for me, is that implementation and execution is going to become instant with these AI agents. And all that it's going to become important is just strategy and actual quality. So this is exactly what I'm focused on now. And if you want to continue learning how I'm developing my agency as a solopreneur, you can subscribe and I'll continue to share these examples of use cases and how I'm actually leveraging AI. But this is just one example of one AI agent that has been saving me hours every single day for each YouTube video that I create. And so if you remember what I said in the beginning, I want to create AI agents like this for you. And so I'll build you your first one completely for free, and I'll leave the link as the first link in the description. And so all I'll ask is just that you tell me your name, your website, and then the one bottleneck that eats up most of your time, and I'll build you a custom AI agent to eliminate that bottleneck completely, personally, for free. And it's not a template. It's not, some other generic prompt. It's a custom agent built specifically for your business. So I'll leave that link below. But yeah, until then, see you guys in the next one.